As humans, we understand and relate to the world through story. This is how we understand things, through a linear progression of characters, feelings, interactions. It's relational. There's a past, there's a future, there's a present moment, and there's all of this tension between characters and circumstances. When the narcissist is creating a false reality, he's placing himself as this character within a story. People have roles in the story. You have a place and a purpose to fulfill in the story. This is the craftsmanship of the methods and techniques used by a narcissist. In my recent video, I spoke how a narcissist will always portray themselves to be something that they're not. Think about stories. They need to be believable. And if you knew the reality of a narcissist's past and everything that he has done, he or she has done, there is no way that you would ever believe this grand narrative being sold to you in the form of a false reality where the narcissist is the hero, the cool guy, the social butterfly, the charismatic heart of the party. You would never believe it. And instinctively they know this. They would never be able to pull the wool over your eyes. They would never be able to be the ultimate storyteller if you knew the real beginning of the tale. And it's so interesting because their lives are so foul. The details are so sad. The harm that they do is so widespread. It has so much ripple effect. In so many ways, they truly are the villains. Even if it's not their fault because they were brought up in the worst of circumstances, like in war zones or whatever. But they're interesting, right? They have this whole backstory. They're a villain. And what would really be great would be a redemption arc, a genuine redemption arc. But they don't take that path. They don't take that opportunity. I think some people would consider narcissists to be lazy. And maybe many of them are, in a sense. But my experience with more than one narcissist who I have come into contact with is they're not lazy at all. They're actually very busy all the time, working super hard towards nothing real whatsoever. They're super busy working towards the false reality, bolstering the false reality, bolstering the fantasy, getting everyone on board with the fantasy, playing out their role within the fantasy, ducking and weaving and band-aiding and sewing up the cracks. They're on it all the time. Instead of pointing their attention towards the real work, the real redemption arc, somehow at some point they gave up on themselves through trauma, through difficult upbringings. Some people say it's from a kind of overbearing attention that they get as children, which makes them think that they're more special than they are. Regardless, a true and real story is always available to be told by all of us. And it's never easy. And narcissists do have that opportunity too. But it's extremely rare. They prefer to continue to pull the wool over people's eyes, to lie and deceive. And at the end of the day, despite the fact that they'll not take accountability for this, this is their free will choice. And they do choose to lie and manipulate the people that give them attention, the people that want to be their friends. The people that want to be their friends, narcissists never let them see who they are, because they live in fear. Which is understandable, but the rest of us get told a tall tale. And really, the fact of the matter is, that's a kind of contravention of our free will consent. When we try and get to know people or let them tell us about them, we're not looking for bullshit. We're looking for something real. We're looking to know someone for real. We're not looking to be told a fake story. We want to craft real stories with other real people in the real world. And the actions of narcissists deprive us of that. They make us think that's what we're doing, when in fact we're doing the exact opposite. We're fueling and feeding and assisting them in the creation of a false reality with false characters. And it wouldn't matter quite so much, except it always ends in harm. These false and performative theatrics that they put on, they are not without victims. And sometimes even the narcissists themselves become victims. They are so out of control, they are so chaotic in their desperate need for validation that they even endanger themselves at times, which goes to show that other people around them have no chance of being kept safe or being looked after. When the ways that narcissists choose to operate in the world even undermines their own lives much of the time. It's pretty sad. It just adds even more to their shameful path. My job is to speak up. The more we share these things as we experience them and recognize the patterns, the more that we can understand what's occurring here, the more that we can help each other to stay safe and protected through the benefit of our own first-hand experiences going through this. Each of us who's experienced things like this, we've put the energy of our minds, our hearts, into trying to understand what's happened here. So that's an investment of our life resources into understanding these patterns. The more we share that, the more we can make some good come out of all of this dysfunction. I hope you found this message valuable. Please share any thoughts you have in the comments, like and subscribe. Till next time.